The power of silence. Stoicism. In a world overwhelmed with constant noise and endless information, achieving silence can feel like a rarity. Yet silence holds immense power, especially for those embracing a Stoic lifestyle. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic Roman emperor, understood this well. In his meditations, he emphasized, "You have the right to withdraw at any moment into your own world and find peace." On Stoic in Your Life, we delve into how silence can be a transformative tool in our modern, chaotic lives. Lesson 1. The Essence of Stoic Silence. In the relentless cacophony of our daily lives, where every moment is bombarded with ceaseless noise and unyielding distractions, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism invites us to rediscover the potent power of silence. This profound principle, practiced diligently by Stoic philosophers, serves not merely as an escape, but as a vital tool for self-discipline, deep reflection, and attaining peace within one's soul. Marcus Aurelius, an emblematic figure of this philosophical tradition, championed silence as a fortress of strength, allowing him to connect deeply with his own thoughts and the essence of the universe. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul, Marcus Aurelius once proclaimed, encapsulating the transformative power of silence. In our era, dominated by digital notifications and the constant hum of machinery, cultivating a quiet mind is both a challenge and a necessity. Stoicism teaches us that silence is not an empty space, but a rich landscape where introspection thrives. Through the quiet, we become attuned to the nuances of our thoughts and feelings, which in turn sharpens our decision-making and nurtures tranquility. Consider the serene calm of a tranquil morning before the world awakes, a time when one's thoughts are most clear and undisturbed. Marcus Aurelius valued these moments of solitude, using them as opportunities to reflect on his actions and realign them with his core principles. In the quietude, he discovered not only clarity and resilience, but also a profound peace that permeated his being. This practice is not an obsolete relic of the past, but a timeless lesson on the importance of pausing the external noise to foster internal dialogue. Embracing silence in our contemporary lives allows us to break free from the incessant demand to respond, react, and engage. It offers a sacred space to reconnect with ourselves, to delve deeper into our psyche, and to emerge more grounded and centered. By integrating moments of silence into our daily routine, we cultivate mental clarity and emotional strength, essential qualities for navigating the complexities of modern life. As we journey through the ebb and flow of existence, let us heed the Stoics' guidance and find solace in silence. For in these quiet spaces we uncover the wisdom to lead a balanced and fulfilling life, proving that sometimes the most profound insights are found not in the roar, but in the whisper. Lesson 2. Silence as a tool for emotional control. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius in his profound work Meditations, championed the art of silence, not merely as a pause, but as a potent strategy for mastering emotions. He famously advised, "Stay calm and composed, especially in the face of adversity," capturing the essence of using silence as a reflective shield. Picture yourself in a heated discussion. The room's energy simmers with rising tempers and hasty words. Now, imagine choosing silence. This simple act can create a crucial pause, a space for you to breathe, reflect, and then choose your words with intention, not impulse. Think about how often we regret words spoken in haste. Silence offers a moment to sidestep these regrets by processing our feelings before we speak. In embracing this pause, we not only adhere to the Stoic virtue of focusing on what we can control, our responses, but we also gain the upper hand over our immediate reactions. This approach is not about suppressing emotion, but rather about understanding and regulating it, to respond in a manner consistent with our values. Consider Sarah, a project manager, who found herself criticized unfairly by a colleague in a team meeting. Instead of reacting defensively, she chose silence. This allowed her to assess her emotions and the situation calmly. Later, she addressed the criticism constructively with her colleague in private, leading to a meaningful discussion and strengthened relationship. Her story exemplifies how silence can transform potential conflict into an opportunity for growth and understanding. How often do you find yourself reacting impulsively to situations that, upon reflection, could have been handled differently? Silence, as the Stoics taught, arms us with the ability to control our emotional reactions. By cultivating silence, we don't just avoid knee-jerk responses. We open a pathway to deeper connections and a more thoughtful existence. Let's ponder this. In your next challenging encounter, could silence be the bridge to a better outcome? By integrating silence into our daily interactions, we gain clarity and poise, navigating life's tumultuous waters with stoic grace. The message is clear and potent. Embrace silence, not just as a lack of noise, but as a strategic tool for emotional mastery, leading to healthier relationships and enhanced mental well-being. In a world eager to react, the power to pause is truly revolutionary. Lesson 3. The power of silence in communication. Now we're diving into a profound lesson from Stoic philosophy. The power of silence in communication. Have you ever considered that true communication might be as much about the unspoken as it is about the spoken? In the words of Marcus Aurelius, silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the best response is no response at all. In our bustling world, conversations often spiral into contest over who can speak the loudest or the most. But what if I told you that embracing silence could transform the way you connect with others? For the Stoics, silence wasn't merely a pause between words. It was a crucial part of dialogue. By choosing to remain silent, we give ourselves the space to truly listen, not just to respond, but to understand. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly heard? Silence offers us the chance to foster that depth of connection with others. It helps us avoid misunderstandings and jump to conclusions less often, leading to more thoughtful and effective exchanges. Imagine a conversation where each pause, each moment of silence, builds a bridge to greater empathy and insight. How might your relationships change if you embraced this approach? Moreover, silence aligns with the Stoic value of wisdom. It encourages us to consider our words carefully, to speak only when we have something meaningful to say. Seneca once advised, "Speak only if you can improve upon the silence." This notion invites us to reflect on our impulses to fill the quiet with noise and consider whether our words will enhance understanding or merely clutter the air. So, I ask you, how can you incorporate the power of silence into your daily interactions? What might you learn from listening a little more closely and speaking a little less often? As you ponder these questions, remember that silence is not just a void. It's a full, resonant space where wisdom can flourish. Let us strive to use it wisely, to enrich our communications, and in doing so, deepen our relationships in both our personal and professional lives. After all, in the echo of our silences, we often discover the most about ourselves and others. If you've reached this point, you've embraced the profound strength of stillness. Leave a comment with "Silence is strength" to demonstrate your commitment to this empowering Stoic practice. Keep watching. More wisdom awaits. Lesson 4. Silence as a path to wisdom. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, silence is not merely an absence of sound, but a profound teacher whispering timeless wisdom. This lesson, drawing from the Stoics, champions silence as the highest path to wisdom, a treasure that Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor himself, held in great esteem. Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." He saw silence as a sanctuary for self-reflection, which he deemed essential for the cultivation of wisdom. In our modern era, where the din of constant information barrages our senses, taking a moment to retreat into silence is more than a respite. It's a necessary discipline for those seeking to navigate life's complexities with grace. Silence grants us the clarity to sift through the cacophony of our daily lives. It offers a pause, a breath, where we can process our experiences and distill wisdom from the mundane to the monumental. This practice is deeply rooted in the Stoic endeavor to seek truth and understanding. By stepping back and embracing silence, we allow ourselves the space to engage in critical thinking, to examine our lives and the world from multiple perspectives, thus fostering deeper insights and more robust decision-making. Engaging in regular periods of silence, we not only hone our ability to make informed decisions, but also deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This wisdom is not passive. It actively informs our actions, leading to a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. As we incorporate these quiet moments into our routine, we find that silence is not just a tool for personal growth, but a strategic advantage in the pursuit of a well-examined life. The Stoics remind us that the wise person uses silence as a tool to build inner strength and resilience. Reflect on this saying, often attributed to Pythagoras: "Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence." In our conversations and interactions, choosing when to speak and when to listen is not just a social skill, but a strategic approach to life, ensuring that our words carry weight and our decisions are considered. Let this be a guide to us all. In the pursuit of a Stoic life, where every challenge is met with calm and every victory received with humility, let silence be your steadfast ally. Embrace it as a source of strength and wisdom, allowing it to infuse your life with deeper meaning and insight. In doing so, we not only live up to the ideals of the Stoics, but also adapt their teachings in ways that resonate with the rhythms of our contemporary existence. Silence, then, becomes not just a practice of the wise, but the very fabric of a life well lived. Lesson 5. Silence as a source of inner peace. In the Stoic pursuit of serenity, silence emerges not just as a practice, but as a profound pathway to inner peace. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the wise Stoic emperor, who in his revered text, Meditations, frequently reflected on the tranquility birthed from stillness of the mind. "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul," he wrote. This sentiment, powerful and clear, highlights the sanctuary that silence can offer in our often tumultuous lives. Imagine for a moment, you're navigating a day filled with endless notifications, loud streets, and urgent emails. Now, consider the relief of turning it all off. By stepping into silence, you afford yourself a moment to detach from the external cacophony and delve deep into your inner world. It is in these quiet moments that we truly hear ourselves, gaining clarity and reconnecting with our core principles and emotions. Such introspection fosters a calm, centered mind, allowing us to rise above the chaos, not engulfed by it. But how can we practically embrace silence in our bustling modern life? Consider the story of Alex, a software developer, who found his professional and personal life in a relentless spiral of stress. Alex started to dedicate the first 30 minutes of his day to silence. No phone, no emails, just a quiet coffee and a peaceful sit with his thoughts. This small change cultivated a daily peace that he described as transformative, helping him to maintain composure and purpose amidst pressures. Now, what does this mean for you? Have you ever considered what silent moments could reveal about your deepest desires and fears? Could silence be the missing element in your quest for a balanced life? As we explore the Stoic principle of focusing only on what is within our control, we realize that our internal state is our domain. External conditions will fluctuate. They will sometimes be favorable, often challenging. Yet through the gateway of silence, we gain the strength to influence our inner experiences, cultivating resilience and calm that pervades all areas of our lives. Embracing silence, therefore, isn't merely about finding quiet. It's about discovering a powerful tool to achieve a balanced, fulfilling life. It allows us to retreat, reflect, and recharge, aligning our actions with our values and principles. As we learn to cultivate silence, let us also ponder on how it can transform our everyday interactions and decisions. Could silence enhance your decision-making, your relationships, and your self-awareness? In essence, the message is clear. In silence, there is peace. In peace, there is clarity. And in clarity, there is strength. Let this lesson on the power of silence inspire you to seek moments of quiet, and may you find in them the tranquility and wisdom that Stoicism promises. What will your first step into silence be? Lesson 6. The power of self-reflection. Have you ever considered the profound impact that silence can have on your ability to truly understand yourself? In the bustling chaos of our everyday lives, silence is not merely the absence of noise, but a sanctuary where deep introspection can occur. When we step back from the relentless barrage of external stimuli, we give ourselves the space to dive into the depths of our inner world. This quietude allows us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and actions with remarkable clarity. Think about the last time you sat quietly, allowing yourself to simply be, without distractions. What revelations surfaced? In these moments of stillness, we can discover the subtle yet powerful forces that shape our existence. Our limiting beliefs, unconscious biases, and automatic emotional responses. These elements wield considerable influence over our lives, often dictating our reactions and decisions in ways we might not fully recognize. In the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. This quote encapsulates the essence of Stoicism and the transformative power of silence. By embracing solitude, we create the opportunity to confront these internal dynamics. What beliefs have you accepted without question? How do your biases color your view of the world and the people in it? Reflecting on these questions in silence isn't just an exercise. It's a form of mental liberation. It provides a foundation for building a more logical and rational framework to guide our actions. As we challenge our ingrained perceptions and emotional reactions, we begin to forge a path that aligns more closely with our true intentions and values. But how often do we afford ourselves this silent reflection? And what might we uncover if we did? By inviting more moments of silence into our lives, we not only gain insight into ourselves, but also enhance our ability to navigate the world with wisdom and grace. The practice of Stoicism teaches us that self-mastery begins with self-awareness, and self-awareness blooms in silence. So, I invite you to ponder this. What could you discover about yourself if you dedicated time each day to silent reflection? Imagine the peace and clarity that could come from understanding and mastering your inner dialogue. This journey of introspection can be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. Through it, you can transform not only your mind, but your entire approach to life. Engage with this thought, reflect on it, and let the power of silence be your guide to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. How have you used the power of silence in your own life? Or what do you find challenging about embracing silence? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Lesson 7. Listen to your inner voice. External noise is an all too familiar foe, not merely the cacophony that pervades our physical spaces, but also the incessant internal chatter that clutters our minds. This barrage of mental noise not only stifles our inner peace, but also obscures the voice within us, our intuition and reason. It is in the realm of silence that this voice, subtle yet profound, finds its strength and clarity. By quieting the mind, we allow ourselves to discern the whispers of true insight and wisdom that are otherwise lost in the noise. The ancient Stoics revered silence, considering it a pathway to self-mastery. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once noted, "True silence is the rest of the mind. It is to the spirit what sleep is to the body, nourishment and refreshment." It is in these moments of stillness that we can truly listen to our inner voice, an embodiment of our deepest values and convictions. In doing so, we enhance our decision-making, align our actions with our principles, and cultivate a life of authenticity and purpose. In today's hyper-connected world, the practice of embracing silence is more relevant than ever. It offers a reprieve from the relentless pressure to react and respond, fostering a space where our true intentions can surface and guide us. The quiet also improves our attentiveness, enabling us to better understand not only ourselves but also the people and the world around us. This heightened awareness is crucial, as it empowers us to navigate life's complexities with greater compassion and wisdom. Moreover, embracing silence can lead to profound personal growth and insight. As we tune out the distractions, we tune into the nuances of our thoughts and feelings. This introspection can unearth hidden fears, unresolved conflicts, and budding aspirations, paving the way for genuine self-discovery and transformation. So, how can we incorporate this powerful practice into our daily lives? Start small. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sit in quiet reflection. Gradually increase this time as you become more comfortable in the silence. Use these moments to ponder your actions, decisions, and feelings. This daily practice not only enriches your understanding of yourself, but also strengthens your mental resilience, allowing you to face life's challenges with stoic calm and clarity. As we cultivate silence, we also cultivate a life of greater meaning and fulfillment. It is not merely about being quiet, it is about unlocking the wisdom that resides within us. As the famous saying goes, "Silence is not empty, it's full of answers." Let us then seek those answers, not amidst the noise and chaos of the world, but in the quiet solitude where our truest self lives. Lesson 8. Appreciate simplicity. Our culture is saturated with a never-ending desire for more. More gadgets, more clothes, more everything. Yet, there's a powerful lesson to be learned from embracing silence. It teaches us the beauty of simplicity. When we choose to be silent, we grant ourselves the opportunity to observe and cherish the simple joys around us. The rustling of leaves on a windy day, the laughter shared with friends, or the tranquil moments of solitude that refresh our spirits. Think about the last time you truly appreciated a simple moment without the urge to reach for your phone or snap a photo. It's in these pockets of quiet that we find clarity and reconnect with our core values, steering clear of the incessant materialistic drive that can cloud our judgment. Let me share a story that brings this idea to life. Sarah, a busy executive, found herself overwhelmed by her high-paced career and the constant need to acquire the latest tech. One weekend, she decided to go on a digital detox and spend time at a lakeside cabin. With no distractions, Sarah rediscovered her love for painting, a passion she had neglected in her chase for career advancement. This experience was a revelation for her. It highlighted how the simplicity of silence brought her back to her true self and what genuinely made her happy. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you disconnected from the noise of the world to enjoy the simplicity of life? This isn't just about enjoying quiet moments. It's about rediscovering what truly matters to you. The Stoic philosophers often emphasized the importance of inner peace and simplicity as pathways to a fulfilling life. They believed that it's not the abundance of possessions, but the richness of experiences that truly enriches us. As we wrap up today's lesson, remember that the power of simplicity isn't just a concept. It's a practical approach to a more meaningful life. By embracing silence, we learn to value experiences over possessions, depth over distraction, and ultimately, peace over chaos. Let's carry this lesson forward and make a conscious effort to appreciate the simple, quiet moments that life offers. They are, after all, the truest sources of happiness. Lesson 9. Connect with yourself and the world. In our journey through the Stoic teachings, today we delve into an immensely powerful concept, the power of silence. This isn't about merely withdrawing into isolation, a common misconception. Rather, true silence is about filtering out the cacophony of needless noise that surrounds us, enabling a deeper connection with both ourselves and the vast world around us. It is in these quiet moments that the subtle sounds of nature whisper to us, where we sync with the universe's rhythm and truly appreciate the boundless beauty of existence. Seneca, a famed Stoic philosopher, once said, "True silence is the rest of the mind. It is to the spirit what sleep is to the body, nourishment and refreshment." Think about that for a moment. How often do you find your mind at rest? In the hustle of modern life, finding this silence isn't merely beneficial, it's essential. It's a sanctuary where we can retreat, not to escape life, but to catch our breath and embrace life more fully. In this silence, the mind finds clarity, the soul finds peace, and the heart finds courage. But how can you cultivate this enriching silence in your own life? Imagine yourself in a serene setting, perhaps a quiet garden or a peaceful stretch of beach. You're not just absent of speech, but are actively tuning out the irrelevant noises, the honking cars, the buzzing notifications, the clutter of everyday chatter. What do you hear now? Maybe it's the rustling of leaves, the gentle lap of waves, or simply the rhythmic cadence of your own breath. This practice isn't just about enjoying tranquil moments alone. It's a profound exercise in self-awareness and connectivity. By embracing silence, you're not disconnecting from the world. You're reconnecting with it on a more meaningful level. You start to notice things that you might have overlooked: the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the cool breeze whispering through the trees, the distant call of a bird. Now, I ask you, when was the last time you truly listened to the world around you? When did you last allow the symphony of existence to wash over you without feeling the urge to break it with words? Marcus Aurelius, another pillar of Stoic thought, advised, "Speak only if it improves upon the silence." In our world, brimming with constant dialogue, choosing when to speak and when to listen is a powerful tool. Engaging with silence isn't just a retreat, it's an exploration of the self, of nature, and of the essence of being. Each silent moment is a blank canvas, inviting you to paint it with mindful presence and introspective thought. What insights might emerge if you embrace silence more often? How might your perspective on life deepen? As we continue to explore the principles of Stoicism on this channel, I encourage you to experiment with embracing silence in your daily routine. Observe the impact it has, not only on your mind and spirit, but also on your interactions with others. In the quiet, you might find the wisdom to speak less, but say more, to act with intention, and to live with a heightened sense of being. Lesson 10. Cultivating patience through silence. Silence should not be mistaken for just the absence of noise. Rather, it is a robust instructor in the art of patience. The Stoics, wise and time-honored philosophers, cherished this quietude, not as mere reprieve, but as a strategic practice to foster patience. This virtue is pivotal for enduring and surmounting the vicissitudes of life with tranquility and resilience. Historically, many have turned to silence to curb impulsiveness and enhance decision-making. Consider the example of Cato, who would often refrain from immediate reaction to provocation, choosing instead to respond after a period of deliberate silence. His actions illustrated a profound command over his reactions, aligning with the Stoic aim of living a considered and intentional life. In contemporary settings, silence can be equally powerful. In the fast-paced whirlwind of modern life, where decisions are often made in the heat of the moment, allowing oneself a silent pause can lead to more thoughtful and less reactive choices. Imagine a high-stakes meeting or a pivotal family discussion. A moment of silence before responding can transform the outcome, fostering better understanding and respect among all parties involved. If you've journeyed with us to the serene realm of silence, you're truly mastering the art of Stoic calm. Leave a comment with "embracing quietude" to affirm your commitment to this profound path of inner peace. Stay tuned. More wisdom awaits. Embracing silence in our daily routines can be as simple as starting the day with a few minutes of quiet contemplation, or pausing to breathe deeply before reacting to a stressful situation. This practice not only anchors us, but also empowers us to navigate the complexities of modern life with a Stoic calmness. As we incorporate these moments of silence, we gradually discover they are not voids of emptiness but spaces filled with the clarity and wisdom necessary to lead a balanced life. In harnessing the power of silence, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of thoughtful living, where each decision is steeped in patience and insight. To encapsulate the essence of our journey into silence, let us recall the words of Epictetus. Keep silence for the most part and speak only when you must, and then briefly. By embodying this guidance, we cultivate not only patience but a profound strength that steadies us in the tumult of the world. Silence, therefore, is not merely the absence of noise but a sanctuary where wisdom flourishes and the spirit finds peace. Lesson 11. Enhancing observational skills. Have you ever noticed how silence can transform your perception? In the heart of Stoicism, there is a powerful practice that emphasizes the importance of silence, not just as a mere absence of noise but as a strategic tool to enhance your observational skills. By consciously choosing silence over speech, you can become more attuned to the subtle nuances of your environment and the complex dynamics of human interactions. This deliberate practice of observing rather than reacting allows you to absorb more from your surroundings, providing deeper insights into the world and the behavior of those around you. Consider a modern scenario. Imagine you are in a heated business meeting where opinions clash and tensions rise. Instead of jumping into the fray, you choose to remain silent. This doesn't mean you're disengaged. Rather, you're actively observing, listening to not just the words but the tone, the pauses, the unspoken stress behind the voices. What can this silence reveal? Perhaps you notice a colleague's hesitance, hinting at uncertainties they feel about the proposal on the table. Maybe you catch a brief exchange of glances between two team members, an unspoken agreement or disagreement that others, caught up in their arguments, miss entirely. Why does this matter? In silence, you become a spectator of human nature, understanding motives and emotions that go unnoticed by others. This knowledge equips you with the ability to navigate complex social landscapes more effectively. It helps you respond with tact and precision, rather than with hasty judgments that could escalate conflicts or create misunderstandings. How often do you practice this kind of silence? How might your relationships change if you spent more time observing rather than reacting? Stoicism teaches us that such silence is not a void, but a full, rich space, where wisdom gathers and insight deepens. By embracing silence, you allow yourself the space to process and understand the world around you better, which in turn enhances your decision-making and interpersonal relationships. Remember, in the quiet moments, wisdom often speaks the loudest. Let's carry this lesson forward, practicing silence not just as a reaction but as a proactive approach to understanding our world and the people we share it with. What insights might you gain today if you choose observation over reaction? Lesson 12. Silence as a form of respect. In the rich tapestry of Stoic philosophy, where virtues are meticulously cultivated, silence emerges as a powerful form of respect. Have you ever considered the profound impact that choosing to listen rather than speak can have on your relationships and interactions? Stoicism teaches us that silence isn't merely the absence of words, but a deliberate and respectful choice that honors the voice of others. By embracing silence, you give space to the thoughts and expressions of those around you, demonstrating a deep level of respect and consideration. Imagine yourself in a bustling crowd where voices clamor for attention. Now, think about the person who, instead of adding to the cacophony, chooses to listen actively. This individual, by being silent, allows others to put forward their perspectives, fostering a more compassionate and cohesive environment. How might this approach change the way you engage in your daily interactions? Seneca, a famed Stoic philosopher, once said, "We learn to speak by speaking, to study by studying, to run by running, to work by working, and just so, you learn to love by loving." In the same vein, could we not say that we learn to listen by listening? Silence in this context becomes an active engagement, not a passive withdrawal. It is in the quiet moments that we often hear the most about the needs, desires, and hopes of others. This lesson explores how embracing silence can transform ordinary encounters into meaningful exchanges. When you choose to be silent, you are not just hearing others, but truly listening, absorbing and reflecting on what is being shared. This act of listening can dramatically deepen your understanding of those around you. What might you discover about your colleagues, friends, or loved ones if you chose to speak less and listen more? How could this understanding influence your relationships and your community? Moreover, the Stoics believed that self-mastery and inner peace are achieved through the disciplined control of one's reactions and responses. Silence, therefore, is not only about respecting others, but also about cultivating personal virtue. It allows us to control our impulses to speak unnecessarily and opens us up to the wisdom that often goes unnoticed when we are too eager to voice our own thoughts. Reflect on this. When was the last time you consciously decided to remain silent in a conversation to truly understand and respect the viewpoint of another person? What did you learn from that experience? And how did it make the other person feel? As we navigate through life's ebbs and flows, the practice of silence can be a sanctuary of introspection and understanding. It can transform casual chatter into profound dialogue and fleeting interactions into lasting bonds. Stoicism doesn't just call us to speak wisely. It invites us to create space for wisdom through our silence. In your own journey towards Stoic wisdom, how might you incorporate more moments of silence? How could this practice enrich your life and the lives of those around you? Let's reflect on the power of silence and consider how, even in our noisiest days, finding moments of quiet can bring peace and clarity. As we wrap up today's lesson, reflect on how you can integrate this powerful practice into your life. What spaces of silence can you create? How will you allow these moments to enrich your connection with yourself and the world? Remember, in the realm of Stoicism, silence is not an absence. It is a presence, a profound presence that can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary.